Greetings. Today I will read the readings of Frederick Douglass. What to Black America is the 4th of July? On July 5th, 1852, the famous black abolitionist Frederick Douglass delivered a stinging indictment of American independence. He did so because it was not yet realized for black Americans. At Corinth Hall in Rochester, New York, Douglass declared, "This 4th of July is yours, not mine. You may rejoice, I must mourn." To his host he asked, "Do you mean, citizens, to mock me by asking me to speak today?" He explains, "What to the American slave is your 4th of July?" I answer, "A day that reveals to him, more than all other days in the year, the gross injustice and cruelty of which he is the constant victim. To him, your celebration is a shame, your boasted liberty and unholy license, your national greatness, swelling vanity, your sound of rejoicing are empty and heartless, your denunciation of tyrants, brass-fronted imprudence, your shout of liberty and equality, hollow mockery, your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgiving, with all your religious parade and solemnity, are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impurity, and hypocrisy. A thin veil to cover up crimes which would disgrace a nation of savages. There is not a nation on the earth guilty of practice more shocking and bloody than are the people of the United States at this very hour. Today, however, Douglass would undoubtedly think differently. He would more likely be proud of how far America has come in assuring equal protection under the law. There are now many reasons to celebrate independence. Now, for example, under our Constitution, everyone enjoys a guarantee of individual freedom. Douglass would probably also appeal to modern blacks to remember their predecessors who contribute to American independence. It is these people who surely envisioned the America we now live in, who deserve tribute and are a reason to celebrate the 4th of July now with pride and dignity. It is important to share, especially with our youth, the stories of black pirates such as Crippus Attucks, Peter Salome, and Salome Poor. Crippus Attucks, an escaped slave, was an early casualty of the American Revolution when he was killed by British troops in the Boston Massacre. He became a martyr during the Revolutionary War and was later a symbol of liberty in the fight against slavery. In spite of restrictions related to the burial of blacks at that time, Attucks was nevertheless buried at the Garnery burial ground, besides other honored dead such as Paul Revere. Peter Salome and Salome Poor exhibit bravery at battles such as Bunker Hill. Salome shot and killed British Major John Pickering as Pickering rallied his troops. His fellow soldiers later presented Salome to General George Washington as a hero. Poor, who earlier brought his fame freedom, joined a Massachusetts military company in part to promote black liberty for killing a high-ranking British officer, Lieutenant Carl James Abercrombie. Poor's heroism was noted in a petition signed by 14 of his officers. We declare that a Negro man called Salome Poor is a late battle at Charleston behaved like an experienced officer as well as an excellent soldier. To set forth partially of his conduct would be tedious. We would only beg leave to stay in the presence of this said Negro, centers a brave and gallant soldier. And obvious that lack of that era believed the Revolutionary War was a fight for everyone's liberty. Their loyalty was to the American principle of individual freedom. Over 5,000 black men fought for the Continental Army. Many black women served as nurses, laundress, and cooks. They all played a virtual role in winning the independence we are all now privileged to enjoy. Responding to Douglas today about the meaning of a reason to celebrate Independence Day. We ought to proudly stand tall and respond. We have everything to celebrate, for we played a big part in the independence of this great country and this nation. Stacy Swamp is a spokesman for the Project 21 Black Leadership Network, president of the Frederick Douglass Society, and talks radio host. Comments may be sent to him at project21 at nationalcenter.org. I just read that one because that's the one that was presented to me in my spirit. And I don't know how y'all would feel about it, but July the 4th, 1776.
Hello, family. It's your girl, Simply Kenyatta here. And first, let me say thank you for tuning in and allowing me to share my opinion, my perspective with you guys. I wanted to come in here and talk to y'all real quick today because I know that tomorrow is Independence Day. And
what to the American slave is your 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all other days of the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is a constant victim. To him, your celebration is a sham. Your boasted liberty, an unholy license. Your national greatness, swelling vanity. Your sounds of rejoicing are empty and heartless. Your denunciation of tyrants, brass-fronted impudence. Your shouts of liberty and equality, hollow mockery. Your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgivings, with all your religious parade and solemnity, are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety, and hypocrisy, a thin veil to cover up crimes that would disgrace a nation of savages. There's not a nation of the earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of these United States at this very hour. At a time like this, scorching irony, not convincing argument, is needed. Oh, had I the ability and could reach the nation's ear, I would today pour forth a fiery stream of biting ridicule, blasting reproach, withering sarcasm, and stern rebuke. For it is not light that is needed, but fire. It is not the gentle shower, but thunder. We need the storm, the whirlwind, the earthquake. The feeling of the nation must be quickened. The conscience of the nation must be roused. The propriety of the nation must be startled. The hypocrisy of the nation must be exposed, and the crimes against God and man must be proclaimed and denounced.
What does it mean to you? I just shared that today because that was on my heart. And because that was a reminder, and it's a reminder to us people that Frederick Douglass talked to. Let's not us forget the dream of American King. Let's not us forget Frederick Douglass' speech. Every time they have a celebration, we always got a speech about their celebration. We got to remind ourselves not to conform to these people, not to conform to the way of the worldly system in the United States. In the world, but not of the world. We got different celebrations than them. Ain't no disrespect. We just celebrate what we celebrate, and they celebrate what they celebrate. Let's not forget. Let's not forget July 1776. Doc Holliday signing off. Arthur Robert E. Doc Holliday signing off. Just wanted to share that with you. Be blessed. Have peace. Black power.